Can you believe it, guys? Just a week away. In a week! Woohoo! I am so happy about this information.
This has to be some kind of new record, right? Because Sony's Madam Web is literally the worst superhero movie ever made, and it's not even a competition. No maybes, no buts, no what ifs, this is it. This is genuinely one of the most boring, soulless, egregiously awful pieces of garbage I have ever seen. It was so bad, in fact, that there were times where I genuinely wished I was watching Morbius. Because at least Morbius had some slivers of ironic enjoyment. Yeah, they were microscopic in size, but damn it, they were at least there. I already knew going in this movie would be bad, but I didn't think it could possibly be that bad for some reason. So I took a gamble and clicked play. But as I was watching, I realized that it was a losing gamble. One that I was already far too deep into to back out of, and one that would inevitably result in nothing but pain and dread. I offered my soul to the void, yet the void offered me nothing in return. And I am left merely a husk of the man I was before. Whatever, who cares? So we open on a woman who's in the jungle with this guy, and we get this exchange.
The mythical spider people who run across the treetops and punish evil men with their black poison touch. I like to base my research in science, not legends, Mr. Sims.
Man, I wonder if she'll be wrong for that. Also, she's pregnant, but then she finds a spider. But uh-oh, this guy is evil, and he starts killing everyone.
We could help so many people.
I'm not interested in helping people. No one helped me when my family was starving.
Wow, that would be really interesting if it were expanded upon at all. So he shoots her, but then out of nowhere, jungle Spider-Men come down and save her, and they take her to this pool, where she gives birth and we have a time skip. This is Cassie, our main character, and she's friends with Uncle Ben. And yes, that is indeed actually Uncle Ben. He's not really worth remembering though, because he doesn't fucking do anything and is only really here because we need the fan service. So they talk for like 5 years and now we're on a bridge, where she saves this guy, but gets trapped in a car and falls and dies. But then she's in this weird dream sequence, where she sees the future, I think, and in which case, wow, way to spoil your fucking movie. Cut to the bad guy, who has a nightmare about 3 women killing him, and that's about it. Also, just look at these suits, man. Ew. Where'd you get them? Spirit Halloween? Also, the CGI looks like fucking shit. Are we sure this isn't an Xbox 360 game? Cassie then goes to a party.
Well, as you know, the protocol is no booze within 24 hours of your death.
This is how the dialogue is for the entire movie, by the way. But then weirdo time shit starts happening. Uh-oh. So we're now at the docks, and Cassie has visions of this guy dying. So she tries to save him, but fails, and he's killed. Meanwhile, the bad guy uses some technology to find the girls he saw in his dreams in real life. Real convenient how he just happens to have this. Cause why be practical when you can just be lazy? So now we're at a train station, which Cassie is at for no fucking reason. And very coincidentally, all 3 of the girls the bad guy is looking for are also at the train station. Wow, it's almost like this was written on a script. Cassie then gets on a train, but she has visions of evil Spider-Man killing people. So she gets them off the train. We then get a really boring action scene and they steal this taxi and drive away. But not before we're promptly introduced to these important characters.
My dad lives here in New York and my mom lives back in LA, but
We don't need your whole life story.
Oh. We've only just met these characters and I already hate them. Anyways, they're like, oh no, what's gonna happen to us? Don't worry, kiddies, the coppers will get his ass. This is followed by the news reporting on the situation and labeling our main characters as fugitives, even though it literally just happened like 2 fucking minutes ago. Anyway, the bad guys are like, where's the Dogecoin? We then get a really boring talking scene filled with some of the most abhorrent dialogue I've ever fucking heard.
I can see the future. Kind of.
You know the other guy can walk on the ceiling, right?
No, he can't. He was using his hands.
It was like a spider person.
My god, can you be any less on the nose? Cassie then fucks off back to her apartment so she can read the Dark Souls lore book. Says it's written by Mattie Vidya. Wonder who that could be.
You who seek an end to love, love will yield to business. What the fuck?
The girls then talk about nothing for 7 million goddamn years.
My parents are in Beijing, where my dad is raking in a ton of money for making plastics that pollute the ocean, and my mom is spending it all on hideous art.
Wow, this character development is just amazing. Too bad I'm gonna forget about them in like 30 minutes. They then decide to go to a diner, and after a bit of walking, make it to the diner. And apart from a brief Optimus Prime cameo, the only thing this scene is good at is making me hungry. Also, this guy calls the police because he recognizes the girls in the newspaper, and that's about it. The bad guy catches wind wind of this, however, so he drives off in his sick-ass whip. Cassie then returns and is all like, hurry, we gotta get out of here. But then the bad guy walks in, and he beats the fuck out of them. Cassie then gets killed, but respawns at a checkpoint. She then rams her car into the bad guy, and they drive away. Again. Also, just so you know, we are now at the hour and 4-minute point of the movie, which is weird when considering the fact that we've only been here for 5 minutes. What am I even supposed to say about that? I'm genuinely at a loss for words right now. Whatever, they're in the car now, and Cassie is all like, you fucking idiots, you almost cost me the victory royale.
Fortnite.
Cut to the bad guy, and he finds out that Cassie is actually the daughter of the woman he killed at the beginning of the movie. Whoa! So they go to a motel, and we get another monotonous talking scene.
My dad got deported.
What? Cassie then heads back to the diner for some reason, where I guess she has a mind talk with the bad guy or something.
Your mother underestimated me.
The right man in the wrong place.
Also, the editing in this scene is so bad, it's genuinely nauseating.
Those girls cannot exist.
How come you get to decide?
Whoa, how deep. Damn, movie, you're really hitting the home runs on these themes. Anyway, the scene ends with her going back in time and waking up in bed. Now, if you're wondering what the point of all that was, don't worry, I am too. Cassie then takes the girls to Uncle Ben and goes to Peru, and she meets up with this guy, who takes her to the pool where her mother died, and we get a flashback. And turns out her mother was only looking for the spider so she could cure her, meaning that she actually loved Cassie the whole time. Yeah, that was a whole thing I just didn't mention, but let's be honest, you don't care. This is followed by...
And when you take on the responsibility, great power will come.
All the more reason to jump off. Cut back to Uncle Ben, and this woman is going into labor, so he takes them all to the hospital, even though he should know that the girls are being hunted by a murderer and can easily be detected in the city, but I guess he didn't because he just takes them anyway. God, no wonder he gets shot. But then, uh-oh, the bad guy finds them. Man, if only this could have been prevented in some way. But then... Wait, what? Did you see that? They didn't properly plan out the shots. They just had him jump into the van. Are you kidding me? So long story short, they're chased by the bad guy.
Okay, now you're showing off. Maybe a little.
And they make it to this warehouse that they proceed to blow up. We then get the final battle, and yeah, Cassie goes Super Saiyan but gets bitch slapped.
You're just like your mother.
Nice ADR, dumbass. Anyway, she's all like, just accept it, bad guy. There's never going to be a real Steel 2. So after some more rap battling, the bad guy falls and dies, and Cassie falls into the water, where she gets hit by a fireball and is now blind. You know, like how she should have been this whole time. So she's blind now, I guess. And she has a vision of the girls in the shitty CGI costumes, and the movie ends on a sequel bait ending.
And you know the best thing about the future? It hasn't happened yet.
Welp, that was awful. Yeah, I wasn't kidding when I said this is the worst superhero movie of all time. It's a soulless, cash-grabbing pile of nothing that somehow managed to out-Morbius. The main character, Cassie, is boring at best and straight up unlikable at worst. And every other character, apart from the bad guy, are either ham-fisted Spider-Man references, which is something this movie loves to do, by the way, or just obnoxious. Speaking of bad guys, the villain Ezekiel is definitely the best character in the movie. Now, that doesn't make him a good character or anything, far from it. And he is a very poor adaptation of his comic book self, but he is the only source of entertainment in this vacuous space. Moving on, the dialogue is fucking abhorrent, the story is stupid, and, that's about it. Yeah, I have nothing else to say here. But you may have noticed that I put about as much effort into this video as the movie did in itself. So you may be asking, why did it take you a month to upload it then?